Second recording, because I forgot that I had. I put it in portrait. I put it in whatever that mode is. I don't remember. Portrait mode, as opposed to landscape. So I had to change it. Start over. Yeah. Welcome to the Painter's Breakfast. I am the painter, Jaws Blake. Bienvenidos. Yeah. Let's start up the other one. Gotta get that going. Get that 8mm. Boom. Quality junk for your trunk, as it were. Yeah. Let me get it going. Set this going. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, look at this. It is I, Jaws Blake. How are you? You good? You having breakfast? What you having for breakfast? Let's talk about it. So today I have barbecue drumlets and garlic kale from eLife, my favorite of favorites, and then Joe's tea, a green tea, which is also my favorite. I'm realizing that you may be hearing the heater in my house because it's on right now. I'm gonna turn it off. I'll be right back. There you go. Undisturbed noise. Perfect. Perfect. How are you? I hope you're well. I hope you're beautiful. I hope you're fabulous. Today, I want to talk about self-affirmations. Now, some of you are going to be like, I don't know what that means. And other of you are going to be like, I'm not really into stuff like that. Hey, how are you? How's the snake? Yeah. So self-affirmations. So this week, I decided I was going to try and make like a list. It wasn't a list anybody else was going to see, or that I had to share with anyone, or anything of that nature. It was like I just wrote out like a big list of qualities that I appreciate about myself. I probably only got like 12 in, and then I just kind of went blank and couldn't think of anything else. But I read about someone who said to do that. And I, like many people, have a bit of seasonal depression that comes in. So when that happens, I can kind of go back to this list and just look at all the nice things that I've said about myself. And it helps. You know, it honestly helps. Some of the things that were on my list were that I'm smart and I'm creative. I put a couple other ones on there that made me laugh. Like I'm handsome and I'm beautiful. Some of you can only be one at a time. I apologize to you. Some of us have mastered both. No. No, but just all those things. Like, are you good at math? There you go. Do you like to sing? Are you artistic in any way? Do you like movies? Are you respectful? Are you peaceful? Some of you might be happy about being spiteful. I don't know. But yeah, I thought about that. And it was nice. It was really nice, actually. This kale is really good, actually. If anybody's ever had the eLife kale, like, you know what that's about. I typically didn't like kale. Particularly growing up, kale's gross. But I've learned to really love it, actually. It's really good for you. I normally only get the chicken, like the hot wings of these vegan drumlets. One, they were out. And two, the barbecue ones are really good, actually. I had to struggle there for a sec. I wish they had like more flavors though. There's only like 3 flavors. One's like a maple glaze. I don't like it. It's not for me. But I have a video that's going to premiere on YouTube on Tuesday at noon. Please go check that out when you get a chance. It's on the Painter Files YouTube channel. Just Painter Files. The plants are doing better. I've been more mindful about how much water they need. So that's been good. For the most part, I've just kind of been planning, always planning on when I'm making. So I've been planning some stuff as far as like this art stuff goes. This art stuff. My artistic journey has been put together. I love how I've always got this guy. This guy's always sticking out, and this guy's always sticking out. It's just what happens. Like rudders. So for the most part, I've just been making and thinking of what I'm going to make after I make. It has been more difficult recently, not so much than previous years, but just kind of getting everything going. Has been kind of hard. It's a little bit of a struggle, you know? To like come together and do all these things. And then I'm thinking about commissions and weird little kind of planned out drawings and whatnot. I will say from my actuations list though, I am realizing that like my fan club, my fan group, really just likes my work. And so I don't need to overthink every single aspect of everything because I have such a supportive fan base. I add to the list. I'm kicking and punching myself to get through things. It's not necessary in a lot of ways. All you really have to do in a lot of ways is just kind of be creative, make your things. Don't worry about the back end aspect of everything. Like you will have to deal with it at some point, but it shouldn't be your driving force. I remember thinking for a while now that every action I had was somehow connected to like the letting go of the artwork, if you will. So, on an aspect, to make work and then to find some type of endpoint with it. Now, for me, the endpoint is oftentimes it goes out into the world and it's gone. It goes past more finishing a project or a painting than it does just learning to let it go. Now, in that, I've been trying to envision what the new studio is going to look like when we sell this place and then we buy a house. The kid's got ideas. I'm thinking a lot of pegboard on one wall, like a whole wall of pegboard to hang everything. I imagine kind of like one of those like butcher block pulling things for my watercolor papers. I'm watching this cat outside. He's very funny. I can't decide whether he's hunting leaves or squirrels. Either way, I don't think he's going to be very successful, but we'll see. But yeah, like pegboard. I kind of want everything to be kind of a color. I was thinking maybe initially I was thinking like green, like kale green. But the more I think about it, I think I might just have it all just be primary colors, you know? Red, yellow, blue. And it gives me a lot of options too. I don't know that I've ever seen colorful other than like white and like brown pegboard. So I might have to spray paint it. I keep thinking about like accent walls and just kind of fun little ideas. I maybe even paint it out, you know, like make like a physical drawing. That was one of the things they used to tell us when we were in art school. We were learning how to make websites. They said, draw it out first to what you want it to look like, and then make it, as opposed to open it up and see these like million different options. And spend weeks trying to figure out the perfect website. Which I in no way have, by the way. I need to go back, draw it out, and just make that. My website's kind of ugly. I mean, it's definitely interesting, but like, I don't want interesting as much as I want like beautiful and useful. So I need to do that. I'm just learning all that stuff. It's so difficult. Coding has always felt so complicated to me. And I was really struggling for a while. Then I learned shortcuts. Then I learned how to mimic. And as that goes by, you kind of get an idea of what's going on. But mostly, it was draw it up first, and then come together with it. And I think that's what I'm thinking with the studio. I want to do that. I want to do that with the kitchen. I want to do it with the studio. I want to do it with all that stuff. Yes, that is from last year. Before one of you says something to me. I just want to, I don't know, like all of it's very, the future can be kind of scary sometimes because like you're waiting for the future to happen in the present. And that's so time consuming and sometimes difficult that you just don't know. You don't know what to expect, or you don't know when to expect it. And sometimes the fear of not knowing can be, in a lot of ways, really crippling. So, instead of focusing on the when's the timer going to go off, it should be going off soon, you just have to kind of figure out what you're looking for. Where's the sign? When's the sign? Where's the sign? When's the sign? And in actuality, it's just... The thing I think about this filter is the weirdest is, it makes my gray look transparent, but in actuality, like, I'm just gray. Like, I'm very gray. I know I'm very gray. When I look at the top of my head, I'm just like, wow. Very gray. It's just funny the things you focus on. When you're looking at yourself in a mirror, in a camera, talking to you, the audience, and then you look back and you're like, what is going on there? And you're like, oh, I am very, very gray. And that's a good thing. I've lived a interesting life so far, and I continue to live an even more interesting one as time goes by. So I don't know. I hope you had a good breakfast. I hope to hear from you in the comments about all the fun things you did today. And yeah, tomorrow around noon there is a YouTube video that's coming out, and I hope you enjoy it. It's for me. It's a little art video, a little process video, a little me talking, vlogging, doing the shoulders like this, shimmy, type of thing. Less that really, more just, you know, art than talking. Yeah, I just hope you're well. I shall see you later this week. More art to come. Parent out. Ciao. Yes, end now. Why would I end later? Craziness. Madness. Alright, love you. Parent out. Ciao.